This is a quiz to find out if you'd survive a zombie apocalypse.
I know I would. I'm nasty.
Not movie logic, not gamer instincts, actual survival decision making.
Oh, I'd fucking die. But anyway, let's find out.
Pulled from disaster studies, urban collapse scenarios, and real world psychology. It's 28 questions long. Some of the questions are easy, most of them are not. For each of the questions, you get 4 options to
This girl's a fucking legend. I can tell she's passionate about this shit. Hoff, thank you for the gift tonight. You're the fucking goat.
pick from, and I'll tell you the right answer and explain why the others most likely will get you killed. As we go through the quiz, you should keep track of your score. You get 1 point per correct answer.
Chat, can you help me? Can you help me keep track of the score? You think we got this, chat?
And at the end, I'll tell you whether or not you'll last. So before we begin, I'm going to give you some context as to this world and also the scenario so that you can make informed choices.
Okay.
So this quiz, right, this scenario, it uses classic slow-moving zombies. So like classic infection
Classic slow-moving zombies.
type zombies.
Infection
with
type zombies.
Moderate hearing and smell. They have poor eyesight, especially in low
Poor
light
eyesight. They will notice you if you're loud, fast, or bleeding. Got it.
lighting. These zombies will notice if you're loud, if you're fast, or if you're bleeding. In terms of how to defeat them, the zombies don't feel pain. They don't bleed out. The only tried and
Brains.
tested way to destroy them is by destroying the brain. And they don't stop unless you hit a central nervous system, so when you're picking weapons, that's what you're aiming for. In terms of how the virus spreads,
Wait, this is a goated ass fucking video!
the virus spreads fast. People say it's from bites,
Fast spreading.
blood. It's not airborne as far as we know, but if someone gets it, they turn fast. To give you some
Okay, you
context
turn fast, not airborne, spreads.
of you live in an urban area with 2 other people, so it's
I live in an urban area with 2 other people in a densely populated area.
like a medium-sized city, pretty densely populated area with like the infrastructure of what you get in an urban area. So public transport, accessible supermarkets, roads, etc. I
Awesome.
hope you took some notes or you remembered those facts because they may or may not be relevant in deciding what you'll do.
Oh shit, okay, I got it.
So again, I'll set out each question in turn and then the options, and I'll give you a couple of seconds to
OF
think
with
your
the prompt,
answer.
thank
I'll
you,
tell
man.
you the right answer after each question and give you an explanation as to why that's the right answer. Feel free, obviously, to pause the video to take more time if you need it, and most importantly, keep track of how many answers you get right
Felix,
or
good
wrong
call.
for your final score at the end. And without further ado, let's begin. So you've just confirmed it, it's a zombie outbreak.
No! What? Guys, there's a zombie apocalypse. No. Okay, hang on. It's all right. Sorry. That was just such bad news.
You live in the 2nd floor apartment in a medium-sized city, and it's the first 10 minutes. What do?
You live in a 2nd floor apartment in a medium-sized city. It's the first 10 minutes. Okay, watch.
Option A, leave immediately by car and head towards the countryside. Option B, grab a backpack and head on foot to the nearest supermarket. Option C, wait a bit, gather information, and then leave before nightfall. Or option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home.
Easy. Never be. One thing that I want to tell you about zombie apocalypses, and I'm gonna fucking cook this. This might be an hour long, so I'm gonna fucking frag. B, you never head out in the midst of the chaos. There's gonna be humans that start hitting each other with bats. There's gonna be humans that start fucking killing us with guns. There's gonna be humans that are scavenging for food and gonna put all morals to the side. There's gonna be people driving cars, hit by cars, tripping each other, punching each other. If there's 1 can of soup left, you can bet people are gonna fucking stab someone in the back for it. So you wait it out. So that now leaves us, we're not staying in that home. It's either A or C. I'm going to go C. Wait a while, gather intel. We're meant to last. There's probably still a little bit of running water. We're meant to last. Wait a while, gather info, let it calm down. I'm locking in C.
So the correct answer is option D, stay
Fuck! Personally, I disagree, but it's okay.
put and begin fortifying your home. So the reason that this is the right answer is because leaving in the first wave is often one of the riskiest things that you can do. During the first wave of
So
an
C is also correct then.
outbreak, infrastructure breaks down basically instantly. The roads are full of accidents and abandoned cars.
I said
Emergency
this.
services are overwhelmed
I said
or
this.
completely gone. And if you're in a vehicle, you're likely going to get stuck.
I
and
said
if you're on
this.
foot, you're probably going to be exposed. Another reason to stay put is because you have more control at home. You know your layout, your entry
I
point,
said
and what
this.
you have at home. You're able to block doors, ration supplies, and also reduce noise. All in all, staying put has fewer variables and more you can control, and there's also just less visibility to the outside world and its threats. Public spaces during this time are basically chaos zones because supermarkets and gas stations are early hotspots for violence.
Yes, exactly. See, I said this, bro. I still think I would leave before nightfall, though. I think I would wait that fucking 5 hours out, 6 hours out, and then get there.
Infection spread. The majority of people that die early in disaster events do so because they go out thinking that they can grab more supplies. Another reason to stay is because waiting often gives you more information. In the next 12 to 48 hours, you'll learn what's happening, where to go or avoid, and whether there's an organized response. And so people who leave immediately often walk into blind danger. The only exceptions where leaving might be the right choice is if your building is actually compromised, like if there's an infected person
Yeah, but that doesn't
inside and
count.
there's no way to secure it, or if you have a clear escape plan with pre-packaged supplies and like a safe destination, or if you live somewhere that's completely indefensible. So for example, there's a glass storefront, or you're on the ground floor, or if there's wide entry points. But
Okay.
other than that, the safest thing to do is to stay and fortify and wait.
It's actually good to know.
So you've decided to stay put and ride out the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors, you've pulled the curtains,
Yes.
you've confirmed it's a real outbreak.
It was
What's
crazy.
the smartest next move?
You've decided to stay put and ride out the first wave from your apartment. You've locked the door, pulled the curtains to confirm it's a real outbreak. What's the smartest? Oh, she already said it.
Option A, start moving heavy furniture to block entry points. Option B, fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water. Option C, inventory your kitchen and make a ration plan. Or option D, turn on the news and call your loved ones for updates.
Option D is wholesome and shit, but wholesome and stuff, save that for Disney. Save that for Disney. Realistically, B could be cheeky, right? B could be nice. That's probably smart. A is also smart too. You want little issues. You want to be able to just fucking post up and think. But I do think water is important. So if you have clean water for a while, but I almost feel as if that's kind of a stretch. Like I almost feel like that's what they want you to choose. But I'm going to actually say, personally, I'm just going to base off myself, right? That's what we're doing for. I'm going to say, I personally would think to get clean water as much as I could. So I'm going B.
The correct answer is option B, fill all possible containers with clean water. So the reason this is the right answer is because in disaster scenarios, especially when infrastructure is unstable, water is often one of the first systems to fail. City water might stop flowing or become contaminated within hours of an outbreak. And since you're at home and you have a bathtub, bathtubs can act as large reservoirs for washing or flushing, and pots, bottles, and kettles are drinking water reserves. Because the power might cut out at any time, this is definitely the most important thing to do, and you should fill any container while the water pressure is still on.
Okay.
So why are the other options not correct? So option A, if you barricade, this is important, but time-sensitive utilities come first.
100%. 100%.
For option C, ration planning, again, this is smart, but no food is a problem in 3 days, while no water is a problem in the first day. And option D, turning on the news and calling your loved ones, that sounds useful, but
Save that shit for Disney.
communication noise risks attention, and you can also gather that information after securing the basics.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 15 minutes in, containers are full, the pressure is dropping, the power is still on, but it could cut out at any moment.
Okay.
What's the smartest next move? Option
Containers are full, pressure is dropping, power is still on, but could cut out.
A, inventory food in order of perishability and set ration sizes.
That's not
Option
bad.
B, stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on
No.
the street. Option C, drag a bookcase against your front door for extra bracing. Or option D, write a visible note on your front door saying, alive inside, uninfected, in case help comes.
No. We don't need all that. Save that shit for Disney, bro. I think you inventory the food now. I think it's important to set a good foundation of what we're going to have for food and who's going to eat what at what times, so we make sure that we're genuinely locked in. So that way we know we can survive for the next 5 days. If we have 5 days worth of food, let's set that ration. I'm going A. I'm fucking built for this. This is going to be right too, bitch. I'm telling you right now, son. I'm feeling it. I'm there.
So the correct answer here is option A,
Oh, baby!
inventory and ration food. So the reason that this is important is because a calorie plan prevents panic eating and also using fridge power while you still have
Clip this whole stream and put it on your fucking Facebook, because I am quite literally cooking.
fridge power. Option B is incorrect because this makes you a visible target. Your silhouette against the sky is bait for both infected people and opportunistic
Kaya, thank you for the
survivors,
3
and
months.
it's not worth the risk this early. Option C, bracing the door, is not wrong, but it's slightly premature. You're still
agree.
going to want flexibility to move between the rooms and also possibly scavenge from your neighbors or adjust sound or light control.
100%.
And option D, the front door note, this might emotionally feel smart, but ultimately it's a liability.
Yeah, you never want to do that, chat. You maybe are going to bump into people, but you don't want to leave notes of a room you were in. If you, let's say you're chilling in a fucking motel and you rotate away, shout out The Walking Dead, you could maybe leave a note that said, was alive and healthy at the motel, and you put the date. Or you put like 8 hours, like leaving the motel now, and you put the time or something like that. You don't want to put currently alive inside.
This is because it draws attention to your apartment, and it also gives away the fact that someone is alive inside and likely with resources. It also just increases your risk of being targeted by desperate people, and there's no guarantee who reads this note. So you're an hour into the outbreak, the supplies are counted, you share the space with your 2 flatmates.
Okay,
What's
me and
the
2
next
flatmates, I like that.
priority? Option A, establish a silent alert or knock code for movement inside the flat.
That's not bad, but that feels premature.
Option B, cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies. Option C, assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway.
Waste of resources. We have better things to do.
Or option D, start binge charging every device you own.
See, now I feel like if you have a full power device, you could actually lock in for the next like couple of fucking weeks if you really resource your charge. 'Cause think about what the phone could do. I don't think we need a hot meal. I think a hot meal is a waste because someone has to cook and then it could go bad. That means you have to eat it right there. We're in for non-perishables. I don't think I think it's D. I think it's D. I don't know what you would really need your devices for in a zombie apocalypse, but it could be a flashlight. I'm going to go D because it's just versatile. I'm going to prioritize versatility.
So the correct option is option A, to have a silent alert system.
I just disagree. But again, maybe it's wrong.
So the reason this is the right answer is because having discipline in how you communicate can stop accidental shouting, accidental noise, and door opens later.
I just don't think, I disagree personally.
Hot food and device charging matters, but all of these other things can wait until rules against loud mistakes, which are potentially fatal mistakes, are put in place. Okay, so you're now 2 hours into the outbreak. Communications are set and it's still quiet outside. What do you do next? Option A, pick one windowless interior room as the fallback or the sleep space. Option B, clear the hallway outside your unit of any loose objects. Option C, start boiling tap water to sterilize it while power remains. Or option D, spread your stored water containers across different rooms in case of a breach.
Oh. See, now it's getting challenging, right? Now we're in a spot where I actually don't know. It's kind of tricky. We already did reactions WTV, and this is technically one. I think A. B, no. C, no. It's A or D. I think A is important. You need to sleep. You need to make sure you have a room to fall back and sleep. I don't think you need to store your water in different spots. I'm going to go A. I don't need to overthink it.
So the correct option here is option A, designate a fallback room. So the reason this is the right answer is because if the outer flat is breached, you need a last line of defense already
I'm fucking
chosen.
dialed, bro.
So this is about prioritizing worst case preparedness before it's too late. By the 2 hour mark, we're assuming you've already secured water, you've already locked down and
Exactly.
You've gone dark, and also the initial chaos has passed, but stability is still fragile. So option B, clearing the hallway of loose objects, is a good idea, but it's not really worth the risk of sound unless there's an active threat outside.
I agree.
Option C, boiling the water, sounds smart, but you've already filled containers at this point, and the tap water is still running, so it's not yet unsafe.
Yeah.
The power right now might stay on for hours, or it might just cut suddenly, but even then, you can boil the water from the fallback room later.
Exactly.
Boiling it right now just creates unnecessary heat, noise, and smell, which are all signals that you want to prevent early on.
I agree.
And finally, D, spreading the water containers around the room. This is like a good idea, but it's minor optimization.
Wait, chat, why am I fucking nasty?
Obviously,
Oh,
if
I
you're
know,
breached,
because I've
you
been
don't want all of
saying
your-
this for the past fucking 2 years. I am built to fucking frag in a zombie apocalypse. Do you know how much time I've spent of my life thinking about this shit?
with water in one place, but again, if you're breached that badly, the whole flat is essentially compromised. And the fallback room should already have its own mini storage. Okay, so you've made it to the end of day 1. The barricades, water, food, signals, safe room, and hygiene are all handled.
Barricades, water, food, signals, safe room handled.
What should you do to finish the day?
Goon.
Option 1.
That's not funny. Lock in, Hoff.
Stay awake all night in rotating 2-hour guard shifts. Option B, start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells.
Fuck no.
Option C, signal from a window in
Fuck no.
Morse code that survivors are inside. Or option D, mentally map a 10 to 14 day
This is the easiest thing I've ever seen in my life. D.
isolation timeline and nightly routine.
You need to make sure you are mentally prepared. You need to make sure you are mentally prepared to be in this room for 10 to 14 days and hang around and tough it out. If you're not taking the initiative to fucking get a plan tightened up and mentally preparing with the fucking flatmates that it's going to be a long 10 days, it's got to be D. Give me that D!
The correct answer here is option D, build the timeline. So the reason that this is the right answer is because this sets psychological expectations and also ration discipline. Setting fires, making signals, or having exhausting all-night watches just create risk without adding any immediate survival value.
100%.
So it's now been 48 hours since the beginning of the outbreak. You've not heard any sirens, no screams, no gunfire.
Fuck. Hang on.
Of the outbreak. You've not heard any sirens, no screams,
Be there.
no gunfire.
Be there.
Just silence.
I'm in the flat.
You crack a window and you listen. And movement sounds faint and far away.
Okay.
What do you do now? Option
So, Chad, now we're in striking distance. You almost want to take a little more space. You don't want to force it, but you want to make sure you take as much space as physically possible while also being smart. You need to take a little space.
A. Slide open the window a few more inches for ventilation because the air inside is stale. Option B. Scan the street from behind the curtain for movement or patterns.
Not quite there,
Option
really.
C. Step briefly onto your balcony and confirm how many bodies you can see below.
That could cheeky be nice.
Or option D. Knock on the ceiling.
No, not D.
To check if the neighbors upstairs are still alive.
Don't knock on the door. Don't create noise because knocking on the door isn't going to do anything. I think we go A or C. I think it is genuinely important to see what kind of death is going on in the street. If there's a fucking pile of bodies outside, you're like, fuck, this is deadly. Slide open the window a few inches for ventilation. The air inside is stale. I think it's important to take care of the space that you're in. So I'm going to say A, because I think we're still at 48 hours. We're not in a rush to fucking get outside quite yet. And I think it's important to take care of the space that we're currently in.
So the correct answer here is option B, scan the street
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
discreetly. So the reason that this is correct is because in the 48-hour period, this phase is about information without exposure.
Fairs. I like that from her. I do.
If you're looking quietly through a covered window, this can give you insight into movement without sound or silhouette.
I like that.
Opening a window or stepping outside creates unnecessary noise and profile. And knocking is an even worse idea because you don't know who's alive or what they'd do if they heard you. You suspect that the apartment across the hall is abandoned. The door is cracked. What do you do?
Oh, we need to take our space here. I think we go in. I'm saying breach. I think it's time to show our balls.
Option A, enter quietly and search it for supplies. Option B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent risk later. Option C, leave it untouched. Or option D, knock once, wait, and then cautiously enter with your knife drawn.
Oh, see, my fucking ego is telling me D. My ego is telling me D. But I have to think, it's not a movie. This isn't some cute shit. This is real life. My ego is telling me D. I'm trying to show up like Lee and say, listen, y'all, I'm gonna fucking blow this house down with this fucking knife if y'all don't get right. But that's not smart. Can't enter. I think you go B. Realistically, I think you have to do B here. You have to prevent risk. It's all about risk prevention. The term prevent risk later is a zombie apocalypse staple. It's got to be B. Maybe C, because that leaves up... B does leave traces. You're right. Oh, you guys are right. But leave it untouched? I'm just going to stick with B, because I kind of want to show a little skin here now.
So the correct answer here is option A, enter quietly and...
Boo. I disagree. I fucking disagree. I disagree. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that. 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 I'm not a fan of that.
So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, controlled scavenging is strategic. If a room is clearly empty, it's better that you take it.
Yeah, but you didn't. You said you. I disagree with the way she queued up that question. She made it seem like I wasn't fully sure there was no one in there. It said you think there's nobody in there, right? Now she's making it seem as if it was guaranteed nobody in there. I don't like the way that was queued up. I understand that this is the right answer, but I don't like the fact that I would enter quietly on a risk. I wouldn't want to sneak into somebody's room on a whim if there was people in there.
Sources before someone clearly more desperate does. Avoiding all unknowns also isn't sustainable long term. Don't knock, don't announce, don't waste the opportunity.
Oh, okay, you just hyped me the fuck up. Let me lock the fuck in. I just sat up in this bitch.
At night, you hear footsteps and whispering outside your apartment door. It's clearly human. What do? Option A, stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make noise.
Nah, I'm not pussy, bro. I'm not pussy. Come on, let's do it.
Option B, whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in.
Maybe.
Option C, make a deliberate sound to show that you're at home and you're not worth reading.
Nah.
Or option D, wait for them to move on and then open the door quietly to check.
It's got to be B or A. It's got to be B or A. But personally, I think it's important to defend yourself. You do not want to catch yourself lacking when it's humans. If they're already fucking planning on killing, you need to be able to fight back. Give me B. I'm locking it in.
So the correct answer here is option A, stay
Man, this is some pussy shit. Pussy shit. I'm over it.
silent. So the reason that this is the right answer is because this isn't the time to act. Silence is your defense. If they're
Silence is your defense. Speak for yourself. If I'm in a zombie apocalypse, I'm staying silent, but I got that thing on me. No bullshit. I'm staying silent, but you can bet your ass I'm getting that thing. If there's any issues, I'm not about to get caught in the room like this. If I'm going to go out, I'm swinging.
looters, they'll avoid resistance, and if they're panicking, noise can make them choose your door. If they're infected, sound draws them. You only move if they try to enter, and even then, you don't speak.
Try to enter. We haven't barricaded the door, or did we? I kind of forget, man. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check. You hear a muffled groan from somewhere in the hallway. A few minutes later, what do? Take position to the door with a weapon in case someone comes through. Quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet. Whisper sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen. Oh, me personally, I'm a D kind of guy. I love taking the D, but like, I would probably say it's got to be A, bro. It's just A.
Whisper sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen.
A. Quietly relocate to your room? Nah, no shot. I want to know what that is.
So the correct answer is option B.
I'm getting out of my head, chat. I'm going to admit it. I'm getting out of my head. 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 I've lost the plot. I'm thinking too much of Lee from The Walking Dead. I'll admit it. I'm losing my head.
Relocate to the fallout room. So the reason this is the right answer is because
I'm losing my head.
is the protocol.
I'm losing my head.
Fallback spaces exist for this reason.
This isn't a joke.
You don't split up, you don't go hunting, and you don't escalate anything. This is
Yeah, you're right. No, she's right. She's right. She's right.
defensive discipline. Move to the stronghold and listen. If nothing happens, then you wait. And if something breaches, you're ready. You overhear.
But I'm not, though. I disagree. I don't know why she keeps saying that. If something breaches, I'm technically not ready. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I'm confused. If someone breaches and I'm in the fallback room, I'm technically not ready.
broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation might be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium, but you don't have any further details and there's also no schedule.
Evacuation may be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium. No details, no schedule.
What do? Option A, immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet. Option B, wait 24 hours to gather more information or listen for updates. Option C, prepare a bag and scout the route before committing. Or option D, ignore it.
B. This is easy, bro.
So the correct answer here is option C, which is prepare to move, but don't move just yet.
Fuck. Okay, I gotta find it again.
So the reason this is the right answer is because if you leave now, you risk walking into chaos or nothing at all.
But B and C are the exact same.
Ignoring it completely is also a gamble. The right call here is controlled contingency. You should prep a bag, watch for signals, and then assess the route. Okay, so you've gathered your bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing the apartment.
Knife. Knife. Not even a question. Not even a question. Knife is so you can run your full speed with a knife. It does not affect your running pattern at all. You can completely sprint. It's silent and it's fucking straight to the point. You can get right to the head.
What's the smartest grab?
Tundra, think of the tier 1.
Long crowbar.
That's actually cheeky, I'm gonna be honest.
Option B, a short machete. Option C is a steel baseball bat.
Way too big, way too noisy to try to kill something. You have to hit it so many times.
Or option D, a cordless drill.
Machete. A small machete. That's fucking goated. Small machete, bro. Small machete. Chop wood, make a fire, kill something, skin an animal. Easiest question yet. If it's A, I'm not kidding, I'm ending the stream.
So the correct answer here is option A, the long...
Alright, chat. Good fucking stream, guys. That shit was ass. That genuinely has ruined my night. I don't even want to hear her fucking explanation for that. Nah, I'm just trolling, chat.
Crowbar. So the reason this is the right answer...
You're wrong. I'm gonna be honest here. I think you're wrong, right? She's very intelligent. She's clearly studied. You are absolutely wrong. Multi-purpose... So heavy. So heavy. And a machete can get you in a door too, let's be honest. A machete can get you in a door.
Answer is because this is the weapon that you're gonna grab before leaving your apartment. So the weapon choice here needs to factor in, number 1, how lethal it is against zombies, especially skull trauma. Number 2, utility in the field, so how it works against doors, fences, or breaking into places.
I just feel like a machete can cut through so much shit.
Number 3, durability and portability. You want a weapon that won't break and it won't slow you down. And number 4, ease of use under stress, so no skill or precision needed.
I honest to God, just think I go machete. I think I do. I'm just thinking machete is so much more useful for setups, right? If I get into base and I have a machete, I'm thinking I can cut stuff, I can carve stuff, I can shred stuff. I'm thinking like a crowbar is like blunt. I don't know how much blunt force you need.
The reason the crowbar is the best choice is because it delivers focused and dense impact, which is ideal.
But I'm still even thinking, imagine something grabs you by the hand. A machete goes clean through, gives you space, right? A crowbar, like if you can't get to the head of a machete, zombie grabs you by the hand, clean hand off, it's done.
Cracking skulls. It also functions as a multi-tool, so it can open doors, pry fences, break windows. There's no edge to maintain, there's no power required, and it's nearly infinite.
That is actually the convincing point, right there. There's no edge to maintain. That right there, 100% just convinced me the crowbar's better. I'm on board.
And basically, it works in both combat and escape. All in all, it's the most versatile survival tool that you can carry. The machete was a viable option, but it's risky. It's good in the sense that it's fast and it's light, and it's good for clearing brush.
Yeah, tell me why it's bad though.
Like cutting rope, but it's not really designed for hard impact because it can slice through soft tissue, but it might get stuck in bone. And remember from
God.
From the beginning of this video, I told you that in order to defeat a zombie, you have to aim for its brain. And in order to get to the brain, you have to go through the skull. And a machete can get stuck in a skull or in the bone of its neck, whenever you're trying to cut its head off. The baseball bat also looks like it could be a really good
No one was gonna go for the baseball bat.
idea, but it's probably gonna perform poorly. The reason for this is because it's unnecessarily heavy, it's tiring to swing, and also there's no extra function besides the intimidation. Bats also often glance off of bone, so it's actually not great for cracking skulls, especially if you're swinging at a bad angle. And the cordless drill is wrong because this might sound like a really good idea, but...
Why? That doesn't sound... That no part of me was sold on the cordless fucking... whatever the fuck.
Drills are not going to be lethal unless it's precisely placed. It's also going to require 2 hands, close contact, and also, most importantly, electricity and battery power. And once it's dead, it's useless, and there's no extra utility or intimidation value to it. You now go into your kitchen for a secondary weapon. Which of these gives
Knife. I need something to cut. It is very simple. I need to be able to cut.
the best chance of stopping a zombie in close combat? Option A, a chef's knife. Option B, a wooden rolling pin. Option C, a butcher's cleaver. Or
Gotta be the butcher's cleaver. I know that's so Lee coded. Yes, Andres, bro. Oh my god, you're a fucking beauty, you. 25 is crazy, bro. I owe you some fucking snacks, bitch.
Option D, a screwdriver.
Nah, it's gotta be C. It's gotta be C though. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be C. It's gotta be C. I'm locking in C. I know it's gonna be some cheeky shit. You're not puncturing with the cleaver. But if I'm puncturing with the crowbar, then I need backup utility. You know what I mean? I need backup utility. I already have my blunt force item. I'm going C.
So the correct answer here is option C, a butcher's cleaver. So the reason this is the right answer
I'm back!
is because a cleaver has the mass and blade thickness to damage a skull with short range strikes. The chef's knife is most likely going to be too thin and it risks snapping or getting stuck. And the rolling pin, it feels like a bat, but it's probably too light to do real damage.
It
and
is.
as I said with the bat, most likely it'll bounce or glance off bone. The screwdriver here could be good because it could puncture, but it'll probably only go through soft points and you need perfect aim under pressure. Therefore, it's not the best option.
Which I do have, but it's not important.
So you've packed our small bag, and a local broadcast says that evacuation teams are moving towards a nearby stadium within the next 48 hours. What time of day do you plan to move?
Oh, I'm moving
Option-
at nighttime, bitch. I'm not going during the day. Fuck all that. I'm moving at night. I'm moving at sunrise. Sorry, I'm moving at sunset. I'm moving at sunset. I'm moving at sunset, bro. I'm not going out during the day.
A, leave just before dawn. Option B, leave in the middle of the day. Option C, leave after dark. Or option D, leave right away.
No, what's dawn, chat? What's dawn? Remind me of what's dawn? I don't know what dawn is. The zombies can't see that well. Just before dawn? Like, I would leave at, like, if it were up to me, I'd leave at, like, 8:30 p.m., 9 p.m. It just got dark, and I get there when it's dark. I want to be moving in the dark, so I'm going to go leave after dark. I have to say C. But I don't want to leave after dark. I want to leave while it's getting dark, but that's just me. C. I want to be able to hide if I need to as well.
So the correct answer here is option A, leave just before dawn. So the reason this is the right answer is because leaving right before sunrise gives you both enough light to navigate without drawing too much attention, while
My god, she's cooking, bro.
most threats, either human or zombie, are less alert. Night travel is not a good idea because it increases the risk of tripping, noise, or panic, and broad daylight also makes you way too visible. So you've exited your apartment and you're making your way towards the
I gotta
stadium.
lock in, bro. I gotta lock in. I was on a heater, too.
Before seeing any zombies, you spot a group of 3 scavengers near a parked car. One is searching the trunk, another is standing lookout, and the third is carrying a pipe. They haven't noticed
Bro, I walk around carrying a pipe my whole life. I wouldn't mind the fella. Okay, lock in.
you yet. What do? Option A, approach calmly and ask if they've seen safe zones. Option B, stay low and observe from a distance before deciding. Option C, circle wide and avoid contact entirely. Or option D, follow them quietly to see where they're heading.
Wow, this is maybe the best YouTube video we've ever watched. This one's tough for me because in real life, I actually think it's important to eventually branch out to people. The earlier, the sooner, the better. If you can get a group of survivors to tag along with you, you just have a better chance. It's important to kind of build that family, but you don't want to do it the wrong way. I don't think you approach calmly and ask if they've seen safe zones. I think you observe from a distance before deciding. I think you go B. I think you need a little more recon. I don't think you avoid it completely, but I think you go B, right? Because I think eventually you're going to have to meet people.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid contact entirely.
Okay. Tell me why. Tell me why.
So the reason this is the right answer is because a wide detour keeps your location, your supplies, and your intentions secret. Early survival states that stealth is more important than alliance building.
Really?
Option A, approaching calmly, is not the right answer because in early outbreaks, strangers are often scared and hyper-reactive. There's also no trust networks established yet, so it's more likely that they'll escalate or become violent or betray you. Option B, watching from a distance, gives you intel, but it burns time and it also risks you being spotted if they sweep their surroundings. And
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
And if they see you first, you lose initiative. Option D, following them, is also not the best answer because stalking unknown people is risky and you could walk into their base or another group. There's no true incentive to doing this early on, and if you're caught, you're seen as a threat or a potential.
I just feel like I don't understand the logic behind why alliances is not the I don't understand why that's like not frowned upon, but I don't understand why that's like, why is that like not the meta? I understand like you can't trust people and they'll turn on you quick, but it's like, I don't know, man. Doesn't that feel like if you can get a group of 6, because it was only 3 other people. If you can get a group of 6 early, bro, you guys could you could kill like a fucking bear.
For sure. So on your route, you end up crossing rooftops using ladders and fire escapes. On the next rooftop, you see a zombie standing on the far ledge. It's facing away and it hasn't noticed you yet. You need to cross that roof to reach the ladder. What do you do?
I'd kick him off. I'd flank him and kick him off.
Option A, move slowly across the rooftop, hugging the wall and staying silent. Option B, throw a bottle into the street below and lure it off the edge. Option C, try and sneak up and attack it with your crowbar.
No.
Or option D, wait for it to wander off before attempting the crossing.
So it's not C. Never in my life will this, I know the realness now, it is not C. The goal is not to make any noise or kill or hit or do anything. Gotta be B. I'm gonna say, oh. B could attract a lot of zombies, you're right. No, but she said you don't want to wait for it to wander off. She just used the logic. You don't want to wait. She said you don't want to wait. She said you don't. Yeah, I guess it has to be A. B will take too many zombies. D is you can't wait. And A, you have to keep moving but stay silent. All of her logic applies to A. If I'm learning the situation I'm in and I'm really trying to survive now, it's got to be A.
So the correct answer here is option A, move silently across. So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, the zombie hasn't seen you yet. You're not blocked and you don't need to engage. Stealth here minimizes all risk. Option B, throwing a bottle, could work if you were on the ground, but since you're on a rooftop, sound travels unpredictably and also it could just alert more zombies below.
Okay.
Sneaking up to attack it is also not necessary.
Chad, I can still do it, right?
Since
Or no?
it hasn't noticed you yet, and it also puts you in close quarters with no backup plan. Option D is potentially a good idea, but waiting could take forever, and it wastes daylight while giving up control. You're cutting through a narrow alley, and about 30 feet ahead, you see a zombie.
Now, my new goal is to get above a 50. I want to get a 14 at least.
Zombie. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's directly between you and the exit. There's an open side door to your left, a dumpster you could climb, and also a loose pipe on the ground nearby.
I already have my weapons. I don't need a loose pipe. You're cutting through a narrow alley about 30 feet ahead. You spot a zombie moving slowly, dragging one leg. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's directly between you and the exit.
What do you do? Option A, pick up the pipe and confront it before it gets closer.
No.
Option B, go into the side door and barricade it behind you to wait for a better moment. Option C, climb the dumpster, toss a small object away, and misdirect the zombie away from the exit. Or option D, dash past the zombie now while there's still distance.
Part of me almost wants to say dash. Part of me wants to almost say dash. I'm not confronting it. It's not A. I think you have to, yeah, dashing is allowed. Slip through the side door and barricade it behind you to wait for a better moment. That's too long of a wait. So I don't think we're now in the spot of we need to camp inside buildings. Like, I think I don't think it's B. Let's say C. I'm going to go C. I'm going to go C.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and misdirection. So the reason this is the right answer is because it has the best combination of both control of the situation and also momentum.
100%.
Here, you're staying away from the action and you preserve your forward route, but you also don't trigger aggression.
Exactly.
And you might be wondering now why a sound distraction is the correct answer in the alleyway, while on the previous rooftop question, I said that sound is unpredictable. This is because in the alleyway, you're in a contained space. So there's tight walls.
This is the type of girl that pulls up to a function and starts saying this shit, and everyone leaves the room that's a bum, and the people that actually give a fuck about good-ass conversation stick around, and we just have a fucking vibe.
And there's short distance, and you can also see the zombie, and it hasn't seen you yet. So here you're actually able to direct noise without just hoping that the zombie will react like in the previous question. And you have immediate visual feedback on how the zombie responds.
100%.
And most importantly, you have escape options such as a dumpster, side door, or a fallback path. Essentially, sound is a good tool here because it's in a space that's controlled, tight, and you can control. Sound is dangerous on a rooftop in the previous
she's a thought daughter, you're actually right, but with the OUGHT.
question because that's a high exposure space because rooftops
I've never heard of that. That's actually
you
peak.
can't see what's in surrounding buildings or below you, and a thrown bottle creates echoes which could travel downward and it could trigger zombies or other people on the street or in nearby buildings. Option A, fighting the zombie, is not the right answer
no one
because
wants to fight
this
the zombie,
is still
bro.
too risky. You don't know if there are other zombies nearby or what's behind the zombie, and weapon or not, confrontation when you don't need to is high failure rate unless you're cornered. Option B, going to the side door and hiding, is a valid survival.
So in a zombie apocalypse, in a real life scenario, is not as deadly. You want it. Ideally, you don't kill anything. That's kind of what the vibes I'm getting is.
But you're now stuck in a closed building with its own unknowns inside. There's also no guarantee that the zombie will ever move on. So this option isn't wrong, but it's also not the best option. And option D, sprinting past, is also risky, because one wrong move and you could get grabbed.
Yeah.
You turn a corner and you see another survivor. They're alone and they're sitting on a curb. From your first glance, they don't look
Oh, you gotta help. You come on, man.
What do you do? Option A, approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium. Option B, cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact. Option C, turn back and take a longer route. Or option D, make brief eye contact and nod, and then keep moving.
I just think it's sadly gonna have to be B. I'm locking in B.
So the correct answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep moving. So the reason this is the
It's just weird. I don't understand why I'm making brief eye contact. I don't get that. Tell me why.
right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without becoming a variable. Making eye contact shows your confidence and the nod signals peace. Option B or
Damn, she's fucking insane, bro.
C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky. You don't know their intentions or what they've lost.
She's
While
not
climbing the
fucking
fence,
around.
you slice your palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding.
Wrap it up.
What do you do?
Rip your shirt off and wrap it up.
Option A, cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have.
Bang.
Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing it up. Option C, ignore it because it's too small to matter. Or option D, wrap it in plastic to keep the blood from dripping.
No, A. Instant A. It's not infected, bro. I'm not gonna go waste water on disinfecting it. I'm gonna fucking get A going.
So the correct answer here is option B, clean and disinfect it.
I disagree, though. If I cut my hand on metal right now, I wouldn't even clean it. I never have cleaned a wound before I put a Band-Aid on. Gonna be honest. Or wrapped it. Gonna be honest. I was raised in a spot where, you cut your knee open, you fucking throw some shit on that, bro. You don't fucking go around washing that shit. You just wrap that shit up.
So the reason that this is the right answer is because any open wound is potentially an infection point, especially if you're touching surfaces or dead bodies. Every small cut matters in an unsanitary environment.
Where am I getting water? Where am I washing it? Please tell me. See, now I'm just like, I know you're gonna be prepared and tell me where are we washing this? Am I gonna use my drinking water on this?
Here you're protecting yourself from both regular and zombie-related infections. You find gasoline in a lighter
I don't know if I'm gonna put my water on that.
in an abandoned garage. Do you rig a Molotov cocktail for zombie defense? Option A, yes, because it's an explosive distraction and it destroys the zombie on contact. Option B, yes, but only as a last resort. Option C, no. No, because fire spreads unpredictably and it draws attention.
C.
Or option D, no, it's better saved for sterilizing tools.
I mean, C and D? C and D? C and D. Chat, I'm going to say I don't really have a preference. This is unfair because I figure it's both. But I'm going to guess she's going to say C. Oh, hell yeah. Did she fucking pass away? Oh. Imagine you just said rest in peace and I actually...
Your route was blocked. It's a small space with one
You're taking shelter in the back room of a corner shop after your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no windows, and a zombie has just stumbled in from the front.
door, no windows.
Inside with you, there is a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, a narrow closet with slatted wood doors. Where are my weapons?
A zombie has just stumbled in from the front. Inside this room with you are a metal drawer, a kitchen knife.
Where are my
duct tape,
weapons?
And a narrow closet.
Where's my crowbar? Where's my butcher knife? You know?
Wooden doors. You have seconds to react. What do you do? Option A. Tape the knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight.
What the fuck? I'm not building a musket.
Option B. Hide silently in the closet and hope it passes. Option C. Climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. Or option D. Make noise to lure the zombie fully in and then try and slip behind it and escape.
No, I'm not gonna slip it in. I'm not gonna climb on the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. I guess I'm just gonna be a bum and hide silently in the closet, which I disagree with, but I understand it's the best thing to do. B.
So the correct answer here is option C. Use elevation and timing.
See, now all of a sudden I start fucking shit up. Now all of a sudden you want me to start fucking shit up? See, I don't know if I need to turn the juice on or not. I don't need to know if I turned on the juice. How am I supposed to know when it's time to lay down the fucking law with my goddamn fucking crowbar, you know?
So the reason this is the right answer is because standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your
So
best
it's time to turn on the juice.
bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold up in real pressure. A taped knife is unstable, and if you have one shot to pierce its skull, it's most likely not going to come from a very panicked jab. Option B, hiding in the closet, is normally a good idea, but again, this closet has slatted doors and the room is too small. If the zombie
I don't even know what a slatted door is.
hears a breath or brushes against the door, you're trapped inside with no escape. And option D, luring the zombie in and slipping past, could work in a bigger space, but not here. As mentioned, it's a small room and you can't circle one in a small room and you have no idea what's waiting outside. So you've just successfully fought the zombie off at close range. You're unbitten, but it's blood splattered on your mouth and your hands. What do you do first?
Lick my lips.
Option A, wipe yourself down with a towel or cloth. Option B, rinse with soap and water immediately. Option C, disinfect your skin with hand sanitizer. Or option D, wait and see if symptoms appear.
Not D and not A. Do I have soap? Do I have soap? Yeah, bro. See what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, where's the soap coming from? I'm just gonna go B. I guess we have fucking soap.
So the correct answer here is option B, rinse with soap and water.
Where's the soap?
The reason this is the right answer is because if the virus spreads through blood, then you have to treat it like a biohazard. Soap and water removes infectious material better than alcohol. And sanitizer can't neutralize any contamination in the eyes or the
I was
mouth.
just gonna say that one of my favorite things is that sanitizer can't neutralize any infections to the hand and the eyes. Seriously, one of my favorites.
Speed matters here, so waiting to see if symptoms appear is also a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's a shit.
So by this point, all of your clean water is gone. You find a puddle of murky water next to a corpse that's clearly been mauled by zombies. What do you do?
Fucking keep moving.
Option A, boil the water.
Oh! I'm gonna be sick.
Heat kills everything. Option B, filter the water with cloth and then boil it.
Can I leave
Option
it?
C, avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Or
Just-
option D, dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's
No,
safe.
C. No, I'm not
So
touching.
the correct answer here is option C.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm not touching
Doing
that
it without
nasty ass
proper
water.
filtration. So the reason this is the right answer is because while boiling is effective against bacteria, it's not effective against all viral agents or
Ew,
chemical
It's a
contaminants.
dead body next to it.
You don't know enough about zombie blood to know if it contains persistent infection
Zombie
particles. Option B, filtering with the cloth and then boiling, is also a bad idea because filtering only removes debris but not pathogens. You're inside a store with broken glass on the floor.
Really?
A group of 4 zombies wanders in from a side entrance. They haven't noticed you yet, and you're crouched behind the checkout counter.
See, do I turn up the juice?
What do you do? Option A, crawl quietly against the back wall to the emergency exit. Option B, stay completely still until they pass, even if it takes hours. Option C, throw a metal object to the far corner and sneak out the front. Or option D, try and separate one from the group and take it down.
It can't take hours to pass. A.
So the correct answer here is option C, use noise tactically.
I've lost my head a little bit here. I slept on how and when you turn up the juice.
The reason this is the right answer is because zombies react to sound, and you don't want them investigating your section of the store. Throwing an object quietly obviously creates false noise distraction, and it also gives you a chance to exit. Option B, waiting, was a valid answer, but it's a gamble on your time.
Yeah.
And option A is a bad idea because...
But I also think it's hard to answer this question and not be in the scenario. You know what I mean? I think I might have chosen different options here in the moment, to be totally honest.
If you can remember from the scenario, there's glass on the
I'm not
floor
saying I would
and
live,
crawling on glass.
but I think there's many ways to live. I don't think there's technically right answers. I think there's like 2 wrong ones every time, but I also think there's 2 right ones every time, if I'm gonna be honest.
Just risk. Option D, engaging one, is dumb. You should probably know that by now. You should always avoid confrontation if possible, and remember there's a group of zombies. Other ones will hear. So you continue making your way to the stadium. You're almost there.
Yes.
When you're 2 blocks away from your destination, you realize that someone is quietly following you at a distance. They haven't called out yet. What do you do? Option A, call them out and ask them to identify themselves. Option B, pick up your pace, make several turns to test if they're tracking you.
Don't mind that.
Option C, stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront them.
No.
Or option D, turn around and start walking towards them to intimidate them.
Yeah, deadass, 2 blocks away. Huss! 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 I'm gone, bae. B. I'm not calling out.
So the correct answer is option B, change your pace and test if they're following you.
Yes.
The reason this is the right answer is because if someone's following you silently, you should never confront them directly. Change your pace and take sharp turns, and if they match you, it's deliberate.
I like that.
Once you establish they are in fact...
You can also do that too in cars, guys. If you ever think you're getting followed in a car, you can get off the highway, get off an exit. If you take 4 right turns, that means you're back on track. So if someone follows you for 4 right turns, you drove in a square and they are actually following you.
Following you, then you can break the line of sight and change direction. Talking to them or walking towards them gives them control.
4 left turns, you can do that
options
too, but that would just kind of be dumb.
here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several sharp turns and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following you.
Okay.
You're still 2 blocks away from your destination.
Huss!
What do? Option A, duck into a building, break the line of sight, and then exit via a back route.
No.
Option B, run the final 2 blocks to lose them and reach the evacuation point as fast as you can. Option C, hide in a shadowed spot and ambush them when they pass.
No.
Or option D, shout at them that you know they're following and threaten them to back off.
How much time left of the video? There's 2. I'm Huss. I'm Huss. Huss! 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 Huss!
So the right
Huss!
answer here is option A, break.
Fuck you! I hate this shit. 2 blocks, bro? 2 blocks? 2 blocks? I'm gone. I'm fucking gone.
Break the line of sight and exit from another route. So the reason this is
One person following me is not making me fucking duck out of sight and fucking hiding and saying, okay, I'll wait for you to go first. No, I'm fucking outie. I got 3 dudes with me. I'm vibing, I'm gone.
the right answer is because breaking the line of sight is power here. Once this person can't see you, you regain tactical control of the situation. Entering a building also gives you many alternate exits, angles, and barriers.
And also think about the risks entering a building, though, ma'am. Respectfully, if we're applying your logic, you don't know what goes on in buildings. There could be zombies. There could be things we don't know. Now we have to be quiet. Let's apply some logic here now. Not every building, shit's not sweet in every building.
And most people that are following you don't expect sudden lateral movement. Most likely, they're watching you for forward momentum. And if you break the line of sight, you now have options to either double back, wait it out, or have a more controlled confrontation on your own terms.
I'm also not sold on losing track of them, to be totally honest. I'm not sold on losing them. What if they now all of a sudden camp in a spot and they see me leave that building? I'm not sold on that decision.
Option B, running to the evacuation point, is a bad idea because it shows desperation. And more importantly, you're going to lead
No, it shows athleticism, and I'm not fucking around.
to your only safe haven and potentially compromise it. Option C, ambushing them, is also a bad idea because even if you win, you risk injury or noise. And you don't know anything about this person, so it's very unlikely that you're going to control the fight.
I just don't know.
Option D, threatening them out loud, is also a bad idea because aggressive posturing only works if you have leverage in the situation. Otherwise, you're escalating a situation
Which I technically do. There's one of them.
that person might feel cornered or it provokes violence. So you've successfully evaded this person and you're now 1 block away from the evacuation zone. A lone zombie is blocking the gate entrance. It's slow, but it's fully alert and squarely in your path. You have a crowbar, a flashlight, a water bottle, and a cracked riot shield that you found earlier.
What?
What do you do? Option A, use the riot shield to push it aside and run past. Option B, blind the zombie with a flashlight and strike it over the head with a crowbar. Option C, wait for another person to draw its attention and then move. Or option D, throw your water bottle to the far side of the street and then rush through.
No, need your water. Hey. I swear to God, if it's B, I'm gonna be so pissed because I want to say B so bad.
So the correct answer here is option A, push through with the shield. So the reason this is the right answer is because bypassing is always smarter if you have the option. And here, disabling the zombie is not necessary. A riot shield gives you both force and direction.
Yes.
Option B, fighting the zombie, again, risks too much noise and injury, and you're this close to the destination.
Yes.
Combat is unnecessary here if you have the option to redirect and move on.
Yes.
For your best chance of survival, you should always avoid fights unless they're absolutely required.
You should.
Option C, waiting it out, and option D, throwing the bottle, are not good because the zombie's already seen you, so it's unlikely that waiting it out or distracting it will be very effective.
Yes.
So you successfully bypass the zombie and you finally arrive at the evacuation site.
Okay.
It's surrounded by high fencing,
Evacuation site, we're there. Last question, I got this.
guards, and you can see a panicked looking crowd nearby. You accidentally dropped your crowbar during the encounter earlier, and so now you're unarmed. What's the most
Why did I drop the crowbar?
strategic way to approach? Option A, push through the crowd because urgency signals that you need help. Option B, wait nearby and watch how the guards treat incoming people.
Gotta be B.
Option C, call out from a distance and raise your arms. Or option D, walk directly to the guards, show your hands, and stay silent.
B. Need the info. If I have learned anything from this 45-minute quiz, it's gotta be B.
So the correct answer here is option B, observe before approaching. So the reason this is the right answer is because evacuation zones are often unstable. You don't know if the guards are armed or overwhelmed. Option A, pushing in, could get you mistaken for
Yeah, imagine you walk up and they go, I need help! Mag dump on your
a
ass.
threat. And option C draws attention to you, again without you having further context. Option D, walking up silently, can also be seen as evasive or again potentially confrontational. The safest thing to do is still to watch protocol and then mimic it calmly.
Mimic?
So that wraps up the last of the questions, and
I want to see what she says about final scores because I got exactly 50%.
hopefully you made it. So count up how many of the answers you got.
She had 14 or 15. Please tell me I would have made it. Please tell me I would have made it. Did I get 14 or 15? Was it 14? I think I got exactly 14, right? I got 50%. I did not get 12, bro. I got 14 or 15. I know it. 13? How has no one had the same answer? We have 12, 13, 14, 15, 11. I think I got 14. Okay, let's just say it was 13. I thought it was 14.
Correct. You should now have a score out of 28. So now I'll tell you what your score means and whether or not you would have survived the zombie apocalypse. So if you scored between 26 and 28, you would have survived.
Man, stop that bullshit. Stop that fucking bullshit. Nobody scored that.
You're calm under pressure, you're tactically sharp, you're rare, and you're adaptable.
That's glazing, dude. That's glazing. That's an SAT score. I'm not a good test taker, but I got good grades, if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to do good on this, but you put me out there in the field with a crowbar and a butcher's knife, buddy, I'll fucking make sure everyone lives.
Most likely, you would have lasted months into this outbreak, maybe even years. and you're the kind of person that other survivors want to follow.
That's literally me.
If you scored between 22 and 25, then you most likely survived the initial outbreak and you navigated long-term danger pretty well. You made some mistakes here and there, but
I'm dead as fuck. I don't live here. I got 14. It's the second to lowest one. I'm dead.
luckily it was nothing fatal. With
I'm
a good
dead.
group, you're likely to survive.
I'm dead.
If you scored between 17 and 21, you'd likely scrape through the first wave, but stumble very often. You probably wasted unnecessary energy and you took unnecessary shortcuts.
What's it gonna say?
Survival for you is possible, but you'd need luck and good alliances. If you score between 12 and 16, your chances are unlikely.
Just tell me why.
You're likely a liability to your
Oh, God. What else?
group. You burn through supplies, you
Oh, God. What else?
draw noise, and you probably also injure yourself.
Oh, God. Is that it?
Unfortunately for you, surviving past the first few weeks is unlikely.
Oh.
And finally, if you got 0 to 11, then you're a casualty on day 1.
Yo! God damn! Day fucking 1? God damn! If you got 0 to 11, you're fucking dead day 1. And also, let's be honest, 0 to 11 is a crazy scale. In my opinion, this should be broken down much lower from 17 and below. 0 to 11? The dude who got nothing right spends the same amount of time in the zombie apocalypse who got 11 right. This is actually a really good video, though.